to put on some makeup. Excuse me in my big cuddly Eskimo top, but I'm so cold and I'm trying not to put my heating on all the time, but I'm really feeling the cold. It's quite cold in the UK. I'm just going to put some of my, what I did last week, which is the Glow Collection, and some of my MAC foundation that I used last week, because it lasts really well. I nodded off on the sofa last week and I woke up and it still looked like I just applied it. And I tend to rub my face in my sleep. So I'm just putting this on now. I've had a request that I didn't manage to do last week. And Jennifer Asenio is not able to join us, but she asked for the request because she watches it on replay. So this is for Jennifer. And anyone else that's interested in Charlotte Tilbury powder blushes. And hopefully I've got them all. I probably skipped one, you know me. There'll be one that I'm missing. I think I know which one actually. Walk with No Shame. Suddenly realised I hadn't seen that one. Anyway, I've got the others. Suddenly realised I don't think I've got Walk of No Shame. Out. But never mind. We will work with what we have. I'm going to put on some foundation while I'm waiting for you all to join me. So again, I'm using this one from MAC because I love it. And I'm so glad I got a new one. So comfortable on the skin. And so natural looking. I've also been looking at the Lisa Eldridge site just before coming on here. Wow, there's a lot of red lipsticks. And I'm so annoyed that I haven't looked sooner because I would have loved that eyeshadow palette that's now sold out. But I wish she'd bring out her new stuff on payday. Hello, Terry. I wish she'd bring out her new stuff on payday. I have just shelled out. But again, I think this is money well spent. Because I'm feeling the cold, I've just shelled out on a new duvet. A down duvet. Siberian goose down. The other one I bought was really good quality and it lasted me 22 years. So I definitely think you get what you pay for. But I've just had to get a new one because the other one had kind of flattened and it was starting to leak feathers everywhere. Hello. So I've just shelled out for a new Siberian goose down duvet and pillows. So I daren't look at Lisa Eldridge. Now, I've always got money that I put by for things like household things that you need. You know, that comes out of a separate pot that I save up, you know. It doesn't come out of makeup money. Do other people do that? Do they have separate pots where they like, this is for household things that I need and repairs, and then that's not my makeup money. I leave that. I don't count that as money that I have for things like makeup. That way, if I need something urgently, I don't feel guilty that I've spent on makeup the month before and can't afford it because I've got it in a different... I don't touch it for makeup and things like that. Things that I don't really need but I like. comes out of a different budget. Hello, BB. Hello, everyone that's joining me. So I'm apologies for my grungy but very warm top because I'm cold. Let's get rid of that. Right. Sorry, just a bit of spam coming up. Right, I'm going to say hello to everyone. Why is it not gone? Why is it not disappeared? Right, anyway, it's starting to get hot here, is it? Can anyone else see that message? Because I've just tried to remove it and it's not disappeared, saying find your love in New City. Can anyone else see that now, or is it gone? Because I've just tried to delete it twice and I've reported it as spam. Is it still up there? I wanted to say hello to you all anyway. Hello, Robin Green. Hello, Emma Sunshine. Hello, BB. Hello, Terry. Hello, Stacey. Yes, you can see it. Oh, you saw it and reported it. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, well, I saw it, reported it, and pressed delete. And it's not removed it. Ah, there we go. It's done it now. It's deleted it now. Right. Anyway, there's my foundation. So I had a request from Jennifer Asenio. Yeah, I deleted it. She remembered that I had a request last week and I wanted her to be more specific. She actually wanted to look at all the Charlotte Tilbury powder blushes. Now, Jennifer's not able to make it today because she's working, but she asked whether I could do it anyway so she could watch it on playback. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes, well, it is Thursday, isn't it? BB said, I thought you were going to change your lives to Thursdays. It is Thursday, isn't it? Or have I got the day wrong? Is it Thursday or Wednesday today? It's Thursday today, isn't it? Thank you. Do you know what I suddenly thought with... So I saw the message. I thought you were going to change your lives till Thursday. And I thought, oh my God, is it Wednesday? You got velvet. You're on another level. Okay. It's all right. It could have well been me because you got Velvet Duchess lipstick. She's got so many reds out, hasn't she? Do you know what? I'm really feeling miffed that I didn't check out her website before. Because I thought, I don't want to tempt myself. But the eyeshadow, there's that greeny bluey one that I would have loved and it's sold out now. Mind you, don't you always want the one that's sold out? Hello, Rebecca. So tell us all. Right, so Stacey's got Duchess. I want to know, I've seen a few parcels up on Instagram. What have you all got from Lisa Eldridge? I've been a good girl. I've got nothing yet. Oh, is it? Okay, that's good. So what have you all got from Lisa Eldridge? I want to know what your purchases are. As I say, I've just shelled out on a Siberian goose down duvet and pillows. So I was being a good girl. You like the eyeshadow. You bought the new lipstick in Pink Chic. Hi, Terry. Be interested. Now, Terry. I was looking at that and I went to put it in my basket and I thought, is that the kissing version of Bond Girl? So I'll be interested, Terry, because I was asking Rebecca the other day. I don't know anyone else that's got it. Whether you think it's the kissing version of another lipstick. I know it's darker. A lot of people in the reviews were saying it's darker than pink. Your video is up, is it? Oh, have you done a video on it? Which video is up, Rebecca? Oh, you ordered the new lipsticks and a few of the palettes, but they haven't arrived. Oh, that's no good. Oh, and you've done a video of the Lisa Eldridge, have you? Oh, the Charlotte video is up. What, the new lipstick? Okay, Rebecca, what's it like? Is it the kissing version of another one? Is it the kissing version of another lipstick? A Matte Revolution lipstick? Meant to be overnight. It's taken 13 days so far. Lisa Eldridge, get your finger out. Emma's a loyal customer. Not as dark, slightly more pink, slightly. So not as dark as Bond Girl. They're sending you the Velvet Pompadour pouch separately next week. Well, I'm looking at all your replies. Now, as I said, Jennifer Asinio has asked me to do a video of the Charlotte Tilbury powder blushes. And I think I managed to gather, well, I keep them all together in this that I got from Amazon. Except I realised I haven't got Walk of No Shame in here. But I've got all the others in there. So we're going to have a look at these. So let me just show you what now. We've got 2 Pillow Talks. I'll show you those. Now these are the ones that... Yeah, you need the kissing formulas. I think they've got onto that and they've started to bring out more kissing formulas, which I'm glad about. I definitely think the kissing formulas are so much more flattering if you've got dry lips, because I've got dry lips as well. So we've got, I'm just going to show you, these are the 2 Pillow Talk powder blushes. So on this one is the original Pillow Talk, and this one is Pillow Talk Intense. Okay. So I'm just doing this for Jennifer so she can see. So those are the 2 Pillow Talks. This one reminds me a little bit of the Climax. Now, those came out later, but you will remember in her original iconic looks, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blushes in her original iconic looks, and another blusher that wasn't in any of her iconic looks, but you could buy separately. Now, in order of, so they sort of came in order. So you got First Love all through to the Climax. So that's why I always put them, when I'm putting them away, I say I always do, but I think I generally put them in order of kind of intensity based on the names. So the first one is First Love, and this is the one that I broke and then I fixed, and it's stood the test of time, but I really do need to get a new one because this is very old now. But I love this one. Now this one, they generally say for fairer skins, but I have used this so much because it just gives you that je ne sais quoi glow, and it's got a lovely shade of peach, which is so flattering, especially if you've got hyperpigmentation, right? I'm just going to run through them all. Then we have Love Glow. Right, so this one always was never really my favourite because I could never really get my head around the fact that they both look almost the same. To me, I just, one of them slightly got more shimmer to it. This one on the outside has got a bit more gold tones to it, whereas this one's a bit more monotone. But otherwise, they're pretty similar. It's a very nice spring blush because it gives you that nice subtle pop of pink. Now, Ecstasy is the next one. Now, Ecstasy is my one that I would say, if you're not sure what blush out of all these to get, is to get this one. Because this one will work with any look because it's got peach around the side and then it's got this pop of pink in the middle. So it will work with any look. It will work with virtually any skin tones, unless you are really dark skinned. I think it might not show up, but virtually any skin tone I think this would work with. Right, so you've got this lovely pop of pink, and then you've got this one. I always swatch them this way because you put them on your arm and you can't see it. And it looks lovely combined together, these two as well. But if you're not sure which one to get, Ecstasy is the one because it's going to work for everyone. Right, so I'm going to put these here so that I show that I've shown them. And I'll unfortunately can't put on 7 different blushes, but at least I can talk you through them and then maybe put on 1 or 2. So this one is called Love is the Drug, and apparently, just a little unknown fact here, apparently this is called something else in Asia because they thought it was insensitive to have the word drug, I think, in the name. So I think this is called Love Glow or Glow of Love or something. It's very confusing because it's similar to Love Glow. I remember that. But in India, this is called something different. All right, but this is Love is the Drug. Now, this is the one that came with the vintage vamp. So this is this is the first blush I would have got because the vintage vamp was the first set I got. And I love this. The outside is this really nice, vibrant, but pale pink. And then this one in the middle is just beautiful. And it's very similar to the one that used to come in. She did a bronze, and I can never say it, bronze and blush. And it just looks really lovely on that pop of pink. I don't blame you for not being happy about that, Emma. I would definitely get back onto them. They should send you out another one while you're waiting, not wait for it to be processed and all of that business. Now, this one was never really my favourite either, Sex on Fire. Because I always feel that it kind of looks... This is one that I would not get if you suffer from redness or rosacea, because it kind of gives you that flush that's quite similar to if you've got sort of red skin. It doesn't look like it will, but believe me, it does. And so it makes you really look like you're blushing. Look, that kind of the rosacea blush. It's lovely, but as I said, if you're going to use it, definitely I would use this when you've got a reasonably full coverage foundation on and you have set a blank canvas, okay, because it will make you look a bit flushed, which I suppose a blusher should do, but flushed in a I'm red in the skin way. And then the Climax, which is lovely, but it definitely, it wasn't in her iconic looks because it's quite dark. But I always see this as the darker version of, if she'd brought these out at a different time, I think she would have called this Ecstasy and Ecstasy Deep, because this to me is like a deep version of Ecstasy. And this Swish colour is almost, sorry, I had another colour on there, it's almost a bronzer. And then you've got this peachy pink in the middle, which is beautiful. So I'm thinking from Jennifer's text that she was looking at ones that are a bit on the fairer side. I mean, the Pillow Talk one, I'm sorry I haven't got Walk of Shame, but Walk of No Shame with me. But the Pillow Talk one, I think, is a really lovely one to have. Because this one has got, this middle one is almost like a highlighter. And it looks so nice on. But as I said, there's the other one is Ecstasy. Let me put the Pillow Talk one on, because I think that one would definitely could do with a show. So I'm putting this on with a blush brush. Can you see? Now that's without, that's with. Now that's the swish. And then the pop in the middle, as I say, is more like a highlighter. But it goes over the top and it just gives you that really nice sort of glow. Now, if you're perhaps not as warm-toned as me, then I definitely would look at First Love. First Love or Ecstasy. Let me just show you First Love. Now, this one's breaking up a bit, but I just love this. Now, as I said, considering it's one that's recommended for pale skin, I absolutely adore this. I'm going to have to get a new one. Now, can you see that's the swish? How it just looks natural. It doesn't look like I've got blusher on, but I've got something there. And then this peach in the middle is just so lovely. So I think if you're fair skin and maybe you've got a cool complexion, you would like First Love. Definitely if you've got hyperpigmentation, it definitely helps to minimize those brown spots. So that one is Pillow Talk, original. That one is First Love. That one gives you a bit more of a glow. And then, of course, you've got Ecstasy. Now, I can't put on any more because I've only got 2 cheeks. But Ecstasy, I think, as I said, would work with every look. If you want one, if you've got to choose one and you want one that's going to work with any look, this is the one. Just try and put some on my hand there. It just gives you a bit of peach and a bit of pink. And it's just very versatile. So those are my kind of ones. Now, I think I'm going to cover this up. Although I do like it, I'm going to put the Pillow Talk on over it. looks like they're really giving you a run around, Emma. So they told you that it was coming the next day at 9 a.m. and yet the tracking says it hasn't even been packed yet. It's not a good way to do business. I think they're quite a small company. I'm not making excuses for them, by the way, when I say this. But I think when they got a new release, that maybe they can't really cope. I know they're reasonably big, but they're not Charlotte Tilbury big, are they? Which in a way is quite nice. I think when these companies get really big and they get, you know, Charlotte Tilbury's is really big now. They're not quite as special, but they're probably a bit more reliable. That doesn't really work now. I've covered. I'm going to have to put a bit of, you know what? I'm going to have to put a bit of the First Love blush as well over this side, or I'm not going to look even. They're teeny-eeny, yes. I love that. They're teeny-eeny. Right, what shall I do today on my eyes? What shall I do? What shall I do? What shall I do? Let's do another Pop Shot Colour Chameleon combo, shall we? Let's do. I know I've got blue on, but I'm not going out. Let's do emerald eyes. Let's do emerald eyes and Green Lights pencil and the green colour chameleon, because I believe Emma was asking about that last week, weren't you, Emma? Now, shall I do, I'll do golden quartz, not golden, or shall I do the emerald one? It's a bit dark, that's the only thing. Where's my emerald one? I'll do a bit smoky emerald, why not? You're still in pain from your surgery, Stacey. That's not good. I've been on the brink of getting cellulitis on my leg. So my legs have been stinging. So I went for my drainage massage yesterday and she said, I'm not going to do too much on that leg because it looks like it might be getting infected. Actually, I thought that was going to be darker than it was. So this is Smoky Emerald. Just going to take some of it up into my socket. I love that you can just scribble these on and then smudge them out with your fingers. Oh, you know what I was going to do and I haven't done it yet. I should have done it today. Never mind, too late now. I was going to use the new eyeliner and do a cut crease with it. So I'll try and put out that video in the next few days. Now these are smudgeable, but I wouldn't do both eyes and then smudge. I'd smudge them after each application because they do dry down quite quickly, especially after you've had them a while. So don't wait too long to smudge them in. Now, I'm not really worried that it's not looking that even, but I'm not actually worried because I'm using this more as a base for the Pop Shot. And then I'm going to put some of it underneath. Right, so that one is Smoky Emerald. And then I'm just going to take the Pop Shot in Emerald Eyes, and with my fingers, I'm just going to take some and then press it onto that Colour Chameleon. On my mobile lid. How easy was that? So if you're not great with eyeshadow brushes and eyeshadows, this is the kind of look that you want to go for, because the Colour Chameleon will help it to stick and look more vibrant. And it's just so easy to do. Look at that. Hardly need to do any more. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use her Green Lights pencils. I'm just going to sharpen them. I'm going to have to put my heating on in a minute. I'm freezing cold. It's been so cold in the UK. Well, I hope you got time off work, Stacey. Right, so I'm going to go for the matte side. Now, the only thing I don't like about these colour-coded pencils is that I find you have to press quite hard to get anything, which will make them quite long-lasting when they do apply, but I find they drag quite a bit. What do other people think of them? That's why I don't reach for them a lot. I love the fact that you've got the two colours in each side. But I definitely feel like you have to warm them up quite a bit, and you have to press quite hard in order to get anything substantial on your eyes. The second eye always goes on a bit easier because it's warmed up by then. And of course, if you like the Colour Chameleon shade, but you want to put it on your waterline, you can't do that with the Colour Chameleon, but you can do it with these. Touch wood, my eyes haven't watered yet, but they might do in a second, because I'm going to use the metallic side in my waterline. Just sharpened it. And again, this one you have to go back and forward a lot in order for it to start to show up. What I like to do is take a bit underneath, so if it does come off, because you can see it doesn't really want to adhere very well to my waterline. I do have that on, I promise you. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, and then I'm going to put on some mascara. Where is my Victoria Beckham? I've been using that recently. Trying to use it up. I had it out, I thought. There you are. So this is Future Lash Mascara by Victoria Beckham. See, I'm trying to coat the top of part of my top lashes and then let it dry and then go back and go underneath to really help them to curl up. And then I'm twisting the mascara. It doesn't curl as well as Pillow Talk. But it's lovely and pigmented and black. Oh yeah, you guys have got Thanksgiving coming up. Right. Now, I'm just going to use whatever lipstick I can put my hands on. Yeah, how much is it to open a post box? Is it very expensive? I'm quite lucky because where I'm staying, the one good thing about where I'm staying is it's got one of those double porches. So the door can be locked inside, but you can keep the front porch door open, which means that if people did deliver anything, they can open the front door and leave it inside the porch. A lot of people have got rid of them now, but I think they're quite handy to have. Right, I want a lipstick that I can put my hands on quickly. Let's put on a lip liner first. I'm going to do, what's this one? I'm of course doing this completely wrong way round, which is picking my lip liner before I actually pick my lipstick. But I think I'm going to use this one, Hot Gossip. Hot Gossip. This is really good, Hot Gossip, as a kind of nude lip liner if you're got darker skin. Just reminding you of Daniel Sandler's tip to me, which was when you're putting your lip liner on, if you take it up rather than down. I always want to do this, but if you do it the other way and you take it up, you just automatically have fuller lips. I have to say, Charlotte Tilbury's lip liners are very good. One of the things is that she makes her lip liners a different formula. A lot of manufacturers these days make their lip liners like they're literally lipstick in a pencil. But lip liners should not be lipstick in a pencil. They should be waxier because you want them to actually prevent your lipstick from bleeding. Right, that is Hot Gossip, and I have no idea what lipstick I'm putting on yet. As I said, it'll be one that I can put my hands on quickly. So, what can I put my hands on first? Oh, I know what one I can see here. This is one that Nina bought me. Is Nina here? Nina bought me this from Amazon and sent it me as a gift. And it's got this most beautiful etching on the side. I'll show you. Look at that. Really pretty case. Look at the etching on the side. It's a red. Look at, can you see the etching? Let's put that on. It's red. Very creamy, this lipstick. This one reminds me, I remember now, this one reminds me of Hero by Tom Ford. Now, if you want to know where to get hold of this lipstick, it's on Amazon. And they're called that, Catkin. And this is the shade CO132. Very creamy. Looks lovely on. Now I need to do my brows, I think. Have I got my brow products here? Because I definitely feel like I need to do my brows. If not, I shall improvise. Here we go. I'm going to use a powder pencil in, I don't think this is Audrey, is it? No, it's Sophia, which has got a bit of sparkle to it, but it's fine. I'm just going to sharpen it though. I'm going to use Charlotte's powder pencil because I cannot put my hands on a brow product right now. And this was another Sandler tip. He said, experiment with using other colours and shimmery shades on your brows because it gives your brows a bit of a highlight. The powder pencils are ideal actually for using on your brows because they're powder. See, look at that, it works. So this one is in Sophia. Oops, overshot the mark a bit there. Still, it doesn't look too out of place. So there you go, little tip for you. If you've got the powder pencils, either in Audrey or Sophia, and your eyebrows are not too light, you can use them to do your brows because pigment is pigment. So there's my look. It's a kind of, this is very much the Rebel. I'm not very impressed with, one of the things that, as I say, I'm not that impressed with is this particular metallic thing. You can't see it in my waterline at all. Slightly when you look down, but really not great. That works better than a brow pencil. It does, doesn't it, Terry? So have a look at your powder pencils. The only one I wouldn't use is black, unless you've got really dark brows and dark skin. But and also because the black powder pencil is my favourite one for using as an eyeliner because it is really super black and super pigmented. So I wouldn't recommend using that on your brows. And it will be very long lasting, you're right. Yeah, it's absolutely freezing in here. I'm going to go in a minute and turn my heating on. Do have a look. Earlier on, I went live about half an hour before I came live here. I went live on Instagram where I'm talking about a design idea I had for a blanket specifically for people that use wheelchairs and mobility scooters, but I think could be handy for anyone. So do go and have a look at that and check it out and put your comments below because I'm designing it for my needs and I'm hoping that once I've got it just right that it will actually be something that other people might be interested in buying off me as well on Lumals. And so go and have a look at that and please give me your input. I'd love to know. I've got my compression tights there rolling down and cutting into my ankles as well. So I'm going to go and make myself a nice hot drink and I'm going to turn my heating on because I can't bear it anymore. And I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much for joining me and God bless. Love you all. Don't forget to like my live. Mwah.